mom used to read to me. It's actually a copy that my mom used to read to me. It's a really, really old copy from 1975. Okay? And it's called Caps for Sale. You guys ever heard Caps for Sale before? So is it okay if I read this one then? That's a good one? Okay, good. Caps for Sale. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. Instead, he carried them on his head, which is a little strange, don't you think? Yeah. Well, first he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of white caps, and finally a bunch of gray caps, and at the very, very top, a bunch of red caps. Now, he walked up and down the streets, holding himself very, very straight so as not to upset the caps. Oh, I don't know whether you guys can see this. Hold on, let me do that.
Yes, we can.
There we go. That's better? And as he went along, he called out, caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap! There we go. Well, one morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street, and he walked down the street, calling, caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap! But nobody wanted any caps that morning. No one even wanted a red cap. And he began to feel hungry, but he had no money for lunch. I think I'll go for a walk in the country, said he. And he walked out of town slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. And he walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. This is a nice place for rest, he thought. And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. And then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First, his own checked cap, then the brown caps, then the white caps, then the brown cap, then the gray caps, and then the red caps on the very top. And they were all there. So he went to sleep. And he slept for a long time. Well, when he woke up, he felt refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. But all he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. And then he looked up in the tree. And can you guess what he saw? Monkeys. On every branch sat a monkey, and on every monkey was a cap. A white or gray or brown or red cap. Well, the peddler looked at the monkeys, and the monkeys looked at the peddler, and he didn't know what to do. And finally he spoke to them. You monkeys, you, he said, shaking a finger at them, you give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him, and they said, Well, this made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at him, and he said, you monkeys, you give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook their hands back at him, and they went, Well, now he felt quite angry, so he stamped his foot and he said, you monkeys, you give me back my caps. but the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him, and they said, "You guys make pretty good monkeys."
I've never met
By this time, the peddler was really very angry, and he stamped both feet, and he shouted, "You monkeys, you give me back my kiss!" But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him, and they said, "Wow, we got a room full of monkeys." Well, at last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and he threw it on the ground and began to walk away. And then each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the brown caps, and all the white caps, and all the gray caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. And slowly, he put all the caps back on his head, and he went back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." The end.
Mr. Dembo, we loved it.
Good.
Can we send you a thank you?
Thanks to all the kids for participating and being the monkeys.
You were amazing monkeys.
Yes, very good.
So we're going to send you a thank you via your Gmail account.
Awesome. Can't
Okay,
wait.
have a great day.
You got it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.